Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sunny Aigbe from Aboard His Dream. Welcome to Aboard His Dream podcast. I have on my left hand today Tony P.
Hey, what's up, Sonny? I'm doing great.
Happy,
It's a Monday morning, ready to take on the new week.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you.
It seems like the year is like taking off again.
Oh, yeah.
And it's cold. My boy just said that he came back from Miami yesterday, so I was so jealous. I was like, man, dude, take me out this time. No, I'm just kidding. I love my city, cold or not. I'm here in Chicago. We're going to keep building it up, man. There's no city like this city. So talk to me, man. How have you been?
Oh, I've been doing great. Last year was pretty awesome. A lot of great things happened. It just went by so fast. And now here we are. We're almost done with January, and we got a lot going on and just trying to just attack and just get after it this year. You know, no rest. Just keep going.
Appreciate it. How do you usually just start your year? Like business planning and strategic mapping and stuff like that? I mean, tell us, how do you do it?
Oh, exactly. And usually it starts actually in, Q4 or the previous year. We kind of map out the entire year of different events and gatherings and, ways to get back to the community and sponsorship, all sorts of fun stuff, just kind of map out the year up front and then we kind of work our way backwards,
I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this man right here, man. I have a lot of respect for you, whether you believe it or not, a lot of respect. And I'm sure you believe it, right?
Oh, yeah. A ton of respect for you,
I
too,
love
man.
it. I love it. I picked up my first client from his network. That's it today. That's why I'm here today right now to let you guys know how powerful this dude is. He has a partner, too. He's not here today, unfortunately, because he has to take care of some business. You're the founder of Tony P Network and also IQ, Appointment IQ?
Yeah, Appointments IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Greg do those together.
I mean, how do you guys are crazy. You guys are just like so much love. You have all these events, just to target the audience and bring people what they need. Do you ever get tired?
Yeah, that's what the weekends are for. Yeah, I'm running around like Monday through Friday all over the place, all over the city doing stuff. And then the weekends, that's where I dial it down and just chill because it's funny because when I was younger, it used to be the opposite. It used to be I'd go out and party on the weekends and then, obviously work during the week. But now I do a lot during the week and the weekends just kind of dial it down and relax a little bit and then map out the next couple of weeks.
I love it. So now tell me, Tony P Network, that's for networking, whatever. So I want you to go into detail with that. Then you have Appointment IQ, right? So can you tell us what exactly Tony P Network does, and also then you can branch out to Appointment IQ?
Yeah. So me and Greg. So I'll talk about Appointments IQ briefly for a moment. Is that so? Me and Greg DeCal, my business partner and one of my best friends for over 18 years, we had both been in sales for many years, and we just kind of got burnt out by working for other people. So we started our own sales and marketing, business development, appointment setting company called Appointments IQ, and we'll talk more about that later. But that actually is how Tony P's network events got started, because we learned that the more we went out and networked and met with people, the more business came our way, the more partners we found. It's just everything was just easier, And the networking events kind of started by accident, because what happened was we were just promoting other people's events because we were going to like 7, 8, 9, 10 events a week. And, when events are $10 to $30, then you got Ubers and food and everything, it adds up. So we partnered with a lot of other event companies and said, hey, we'll help promote your events in exchange for complimentary tickets and a couple of drinks and some food or whatever. And what happened was people started thinking there were our events, but there's other people's events we were promoting. So when we explained that, they're like, oh, why don't you guys do events? And I thought, well, me and Greg, we're like sales guys. We're not event guys, We just like to, hype things up and market them and all that. And so in August of 2017, we decided to take the plunge and do our first event. We did it at a bar called Rocket, which no longer exists, but it was River North. And we were expecting like 125, 150 people to show up. 275 people showed up, and it was our first ever event. So we knew we had something special. And by doing an event a month for years, it helped us build the Appointments IQ business, but it also helped us build the Tony P Network Internet business, because it started off just as kind of like a side project for Appointments IQ, but then it became its own entity because it just really took off.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That was how I heard about you guys. When I finished from Purdue University, I did my undergrad and grad, working in finance, 10 years, insurance, 6 years. Then I was like, it's time to switch my career to become an entrepreneur so I can raise my kid. I said, how do I do that? I needed a bigger, more metro city. So the nearest one was Chicago. So I wanted to go to Indianapolis. I'm glad I chose Chicago. So I came in, the first people that was pointed out to me to network with was you. They're like, go to Tony P Network, then you will find your answers. And guess what? I did find my answers. Oh, yeah. And my first executive client was at your network. That's amazing. And they're still with me. I still have the clients today. It's been 7 years.
Wow.
It's amazing you guys are. Okay, this is beautiful. Now people know what you do. And let's tie that into the community because I heard that you're very involved, heavily involved in the community. But I don't know why. Do you have a heart at all? You do.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It seems like
I love to give back and help.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
And also too is because I was, the youngest of 5 kids, so I grew up in a big family, and I knew that it was very competitive for like everything, especially mealtime. So whenever I see anybody else that's having a hard time or struggling, no matter what it is, I want to make sure I can reach my hand and help pull someone up.
That's amazing. Like rumor has is that you're one of the best people to partner with in the city, and looking for real networking. And I also heard that you partner with different nonprofit organizations. You partner with A Born His Dream, which I'm the founder of A Born His Dream, and you sit on the board.
Yep.
You are incredible. And you've given so much, and there's a huge legacy that anyone would want to live on Earth. And you are inspiring a lot of people. Hopefully you know that.
Oh, well, thank you. Well, that means a lot because I just, like I said, I like to give and help others first because I learned many years ago that if you focus on, giving assistance to others, helping others, focus on other people first, everything that you can want, it'll come back to you like tenfold, So, but just in general, I just enjoy helping people. That's why I like doing the events because it's not just people getting together and drinking and hanging out. It's like people go to the events because they're looking for new clients, they're looking for new partners, they're looking for a new job, or they're looking to hire somebody. And I just run around all night just putting people together where it makes sense. And then when it comes to community events or fundraising or helping, others who are in need. That's where when we do the events, we'll have a charity or a nonprofit, element to every event. Where I know, Sonny, you've been a part of some of our events in the past. We've done stuff with St. Jude and a number of other charity foundations to help raise awareness and help, fundraise at a networking event. So it's not just about drinking and hanging out. It's also we're giving back to the community as well.
Oh, talking about drinking or hanging out, people believe in quality. I myself, if anything is not quality, you will not see me there. I will not be there.
Yeah.
So, how quality is your program, and what is next for Tony P Network?
Well, the thing is that it's all based on people that are professionals. So, our events are geared towards people that are out there in the business world that want to, elevate their status, or they want to grow their business or meet people that can help them get there or they can help others. And then we branched off into real estate and the cannabis industry and blockchain. And we're doing a fashion event, this week. So we got a lot of different industries that we work with. And at the end of the day, it's about just taking smart, fun, interesting, motivated, driven, positive people, putting them in a room together, and find a way to make some magic happen.
That's amazing. Well, that's a key component, and I want to actually hammer on that. How quality you guys are, and that's the reason why I'm affiliated with your network.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be there. I think Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Yeah, I'll be there. I got my ticket.
Nice.
I got my ticket. I'll be there. Support. Who is the fashion designer? Who are you bringing on board?
So we got a couple different elements to the event on Wednesday, January 25th. So it's going to be a fashion industry event where it's going to be networking, but then we're also going to have a fireside chat with Jennifer Christensen and Boris Powell. So Jennifer, she's been in the modeling and fashion world for years, and she started a company called Face Trace, which is basically like an app on your phone where you hold up and it looks at your face and your shape and skin tones and all, and makes recommendations for makeup. And then Boris is a very well-known designer here in Chicago for the last 15, 20 years. So they're going to be talking about the current state and the trends in the beauty and fashion world. And then when that part of the event is done, we're going to have like a little half-hour fashion preview with a couple of designers that are local here in Chicago, and one from San Francisco that's flying in. And what this event is going to be like a precursor to much larger fashion events we're going to do in the spring and the summer. They're going to be much more grandiose and several hundred people. And this is a way to kind of get things started off right, because what I learned is that people in the fashion world don't generally like to go out when it's cold out. So we're going to do this as kind of like a way to get things started to tee up much larger events in the spring and summer. The weather's much nicer out.
It's beautiful. I think that during the summer you're able to like show your little sexy self and show your arms that you be working on. There's some muscle in the group and stuff like that.
Yeah, and also we'll be able to have like rooftop patio boat events.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Where is it located at? The
event that's going to be this Wednesday is going to be at Bond Collective. It's our co-working space that me and Greg work out of. It's in the Opera Building on the 10th floor. So it's 20 North Wacker. So it's just kitty corner from where we're at right now.
That's beautiful. I love it. Dan, that brings me to what is it? Are you currently working with nonprofit right now, other than A Boy and His Dream? Dan, if not, let's talk about A Boy and His Dream.
Oh yeah, so there's several others that me and Greg work with in different capacities, but Boy and His Dream, we've been on the board with you for 5 years now. So. And I know we got a big event coming up here in a couple of weeks, so I want to make sure that we, get that out to the audience as well.
That's beautiful. I love it. Man, that's good, man. I really want to thank you for, coming on board today to the podcast. Is there anyone that you want to give a shout out to? Maybe your sponsor, your biggest donor in the past, and then who is that right now you want to show love, or you want to make it general? That's on you. Love is good though.
Oh yeah,
love is good. It's going a long stretch. All right.
Yeah. Well, definitely, to you, Sonny, obviously for our, friendship we've had for the last several years, and working together and helping each other grow and helping build A Boy and His Dream. And then, I mean, to be honest, the list is so long. I could be here for like an hour, giving shout outs to people. So it's kind of give you like a general one to like, hey, anybody that's ever supported me and Greg with our events, and Sonny with his events, thank you. And there's a lot more in store this year. So if you go to TonyPsNetworkEvents.com, you can find out a lot more about us.
Man, that
Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn.
It's packed.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we got basically every week we got something going on, whether it's an in-person event, a virtual event, or supporting our partners' events. And it's just all about trying to help each other out, because what I've learned many years ago is the world's a much more fun and happy place when you focus on just uplifting and helping others, as opposed to trying to be all competitive and try and take each other down. Yeah. So that's what we do. We just focus on, love, positive energy, and just, making sure that anybody who's needs help, we go there with both hands. We help pull them up.
I love that, pulling up people. It's more better that, because when we all get there, we're all happy. I rather prefer that we all get there and happy instead of somehow hanging, and you not start having your emotion tying up to them. Say, man, I wish I could have done something different to help them, bring them up. Oh, yeah. So I always advise people to do it now while you can. If you can help an individual, do it while you can. Don't deny them the opportunity and end up regretting it later. So, oh man, I should have. No, it doesn't. It wouldn't count anymore. But I want to thank you, for who you are, and for giving me the opportunity when I needed it, and for continuing to serve on the board for A Boy and His Dream Foundation. We're doing bigger stuff, and we're going on a mission trip to Africa to go install those playgrounds that we raise funds for, and also donate the 50,000 meal that we packed so that those children can have food. And then without you, people like you in our lives, we would not be able to move further. And I want to give a shout out to everyone who listening to our podcast, our audience, and our supporter. and in Chicago in general, those doing great things today, every positive people. And then to those who are in a struggle, if you're struggling today, we also elevating your heart. Hopefully you find a place in your heart to give yourself some grace. Everyone deserves happiness. And this is how we're going to draw the curtain today for this episode. And again, thank you for coming, bro.
No, thank you, Sonny. It's always a pleasure. Anything you ever need, me and Greg are there for you 24/7.
Our event is coming up pretty soon. It's the Glitter and Gold Gala fundraiser at the W. So this event is happening on February the 4th. We have several donors and sponsors and participants, a lot of people buying tickets to support a boy and his dream. And I just, on behalf of myself and the board of directors, and I want to say thank you for believing in us, and thank you for purchasing ticket. Thank you for bringing your crew to want to come support our gala. This is actually officially our first sit-down meal gala, black tie, looking good, feeling good, doing in a very renowned hotel and in the ballroom. This is our first game changer. And you believe in us, and you're doing what it takes to be there and cutting out these checks, pouring cash into this program so that we can be successful. We want to say thank you. And then we're looking forward to seeing you on February the 4th. And again, see you soon. God bless.